Well, folks, hope you're well. Right, showbiz news as best I know it today. I've got two or three stories for you. I've trolled through the news, see what I can find. A couple of them you may have heard. One's very high profile. A couple you may not have. Let me just put the bins on to read them to you because I need to click into these stories. Won't be a second. First one concerns old John Barrowman. You might like him. Can't say I do. Can't say I ever did. Like him less at the moment, to be honest with you. He's probably me thick black book, not the little thin one of folk that I do like. John Barrowman states he was suicidal after flashing scandal. Celebrity SAS Who Dares Win star John Barrowman has revealed that he had thoughts of suicide after the fallout from the flashing scandal that he was involved in. In 2021, the Torchwood actor issued an apology for being accused of repeatedly exposing himself on set. A woman who was a runner on the early seasons of Doctor Who The Revival alleged to The Guardian that Barrowman would often get his genitals out on a regular basis, which she claimed that the actor thought was really funny. Another woman claimed to the publication it was kind of accepted that this was his thing, this is just what he used to do. Following the allegations, Barrowman addressed his tomfoolery in a statement sent to the outlet, insisting that his high-spirited behaviour was only ever intended in good humour. He wanted to entertain colleagues on set backstage, that's all. He continued, with the benefit of hindsight, I understand that my actions may have upset folks, and they've just been caused by my exuberant behaviour, and I've apologised for this previously. I thought to myself when I read that, I thought, well, that's all well and good, that, John, but all I will say is, if I was known for regularly getting the old meat and two veg out in front of people that never asked to see the old crown jewels on a regular basis, I think I would probably end up in jail by now. I'm pretty sure I would be, to be honest with you. I think you got away with it because of your high profile, and I think that is totally wrong. I never liked him anyway. Reading that story, that was the final nail in his coffin in my eyes. Now, the big story of the day, you've no doubt heard about this one, but if you've not, I'll tell you. Old Mohammed Al-Fayed, we was always a bit unsure about him, folks. I'm sure we were. Anyway, 5 young ladies have come forward accusing old Mohammed of rape. He's now gone, isn't he, to defend himself. I think they'll probably end up with a few quid off his estate. A couple of them already have had a few quid because they've signed an NDA and been paid off. But the whole thing, it's just not nice, obviously not for the women. I'm not sort of having a pop at the ladies, but I do wish just one of them had a broke rank and come forward sooner, because it turns out 5 have said they've been raped. There's about 15 or 20 more coming forward saying that they've had various sexual dalliances with him, all against the wishes, didn't want it at all. I believe the culture there was horrendous. One woman has said what had happened is it'd promote people often that weren't deserving of promotions based on the looks, and in the first day or two in the job, they'd be sent up to his private suite in his office. It could even be somewhere in France. He had about 4 residences, and we thought as they went in, hey up, you're the next one that's going to be raped. And I thought, well, that's great to hear, but surely one of you could have done something about it and stopped this earlier. I believe he had his attack lawyers and his eye management on his behalf all the time, gagging people, paying them off and threatening them should they reveal any of this. But surely one of them should have been brave enough, because had one have been brave enough, these girls wouldn't have gone in on a conveyor belt and other girls knowing what was going to happen to them. It really is sad in my eyes. But Mohammed, I think he's going to be taken to task too late. As I say, I think they'll get even more probably from the estate. I think Harrods has been sold now, but no doubt his immediate family will have got good money for Harrods. And I'm sure these ladies will get a recompense. It won't ever make do for what they've been through with Al-Fayed. No, it won't. But as I say, I do wish it had been nipped in the bud earlier. One young girl had been raped and he told her to go away and wash herself down with Dettol to remove all traces of himself. I mean, that's how evil the guy was, if reports are to be believed. Jeff Hinchliffe. Jeff has died. What age was Jeff? Was it 87? I thought he was already dead, to be honest with you. 87. For those that don't remember him, he was naughty taxi driver Don Brennan in Coronation Street for about 10 years. I think he was the partner of Ivy Tilsley. Did they ever marry? I'm not so sure they did. They were a good double act. Yeah. So he's sadly missed. I mean, I believe he's not acted since 2003. It's a long time. But he's died aged 87. Latest news, Gillian Anderson, you'll know Gillian Anderson, was it original of X-Files and many, many things since. She said she regrets not being more sexually active in her younger days and in her single days. She regrets it greatly. She could have and should have done more. I would have said what you should have done was taken a leaf out of old Helen's book. That's Helen Flanagan. Only 3 or 4 days, so I didn't bother reporting it because I'm almost sick of talking about the young girl, although she does give a lot of column space. She was saying, my friends can't believe how many love bites I've got all over me from my latest bow. They're all over my body, and I'm thinking, and are you showing them all your body, Helen, just to prove the point? Then she said, a day or two later, she said, sexually, I'm just the norm. I just stick to what I like. I'm very vanilla. I'm not so sure I know what that means, but some of you probably will. Me new both, on the other hand, he's a lot more kinky. Much more kinky. At the same time, she's saying, I'm really happy with him. He's stepped up. He's becoming almost a second parent to me young children. He's having a lot to do with them. And I'm thinking, you're telling us things about his sex life and how he is and whatever else, and you've got young kiddies there, and you're helping, put him in charge of them at a very, very early age. They're young, and you've only been with him a number of weeks. I'm thinking, I'm not sure, Helen, you're thinking it all through properly. I really am not. I'm not calling you a bad mother. I'm not, trying to cast any aspersions, but be careful, lovey. Just be careful, and maybe in future keep intimate details of your life to yourself, because I don't know that you're getting a good reputation through it all. It's only my thoughts. I could be wrong. Anyway, that's it, folks. I've recorded this twice now because the thing broke down earlier. I hope this time I can knock it off. Let me just see. Can I knock it off? Yes, I can. Right. That's it, folks. Right. That's it for today, I think. But I'll be back with you tomorrow.